Hey y'all, Honey Girl and Daddy. Yeah, I like Tarek El Moussa. Yeah, I watched Flip or Flop, back in the day, and it's very inspirational to hear him talk about that because there's a lot of things that people will judge you on. So I mean, on both sides. I think about my relationship and if I would have done self care, other than just self medicating by working a lot, it probably would have came out the bipolar thing, but you know, I kind of look at it and go, you can love somebody, and it's different now, and you know, it's everybody's struggling, so I just see a lot of people that are struggling more, and it would be nice if everybody could maybe just be a little bit nicer to people and stuff. There's a lot of judging on social media, but watching him talk like that's pretty cool because he doesn't have to talk. He doesn't have to say nothing. And no matter what you say, you're going to be judged. I mean, believe me, I get judged enough. But I don't do judging, on people. I don't even care to like respond to negative comments anymore. I just leave them up. And for the most part, they're good. But it just and people say that Christina Malusa, has had like a few marriages and stuff. But I mean, I was only married once, and I was cheated on, and I tried taking care of her boys, two boys, and then my second relationship, we were together for a while and proposed in 2011. But we were both just previous divorce, and I miss her. I love her. I still have love for her, but I just haven't talked to her in a year. It just all became about money and stuff, and with my whole everything that happened with mental illness thing, I totally get what he's saying, but you have to be your own advocate, and he's right. You got to work on yourself, and there's always a chance to improve yourself, but you have to want to do it, and to be your own advocate when you're struggling, is very difficult. So I just, more and more, I just, that's why I'm puppy paw steps, right, honey girl? Puppy paw steps, baby. That's my girl. And so, I mean, I've been, with women from Facebook dating, oh, do you live in your car? It's like, well, explain living, I mean, I could keep burning money at motels, hotels, whatever. But, if I would have put myself first, I always thought self care was like self absorption. If I would have put myself first, I probably wouldn't be in this situation. But then when I have my honey girl, I don't know. And I don't want a world without honey girl. So I just, I'm just trying to constantly rebuild, you know. It's like when I went to the path, you know, homeless shelter, um, you know, I could look back, and I was 51, 50 twice before and after I was recovering from my, them putting me on the wrong meds and, so, but I leave a lot of that out because it's pretty horrific. And it's something that the ECTs did not get rid of. So, but, like I have the highs and lows of, bipolar. So, and if you've ever experienced that, well, you know what it's like. And only people really that go through it can really, not even therapists understand that unless they suffer from it too. But, and I think maybe that's why a lot of them do become therapists and psychiatrists. But then they lose the fact, that, hey, then they just become pill pushers. And I see the commercials for all these pills and I go, no fucking way, dog. I'll just deal with it myself. And sometimes it's unbearable. But I would not want to be put on meds again. No. Especially another side effects. So, but anyways, it's cool to see him talk about that because, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, people, if they're doing really good financially, they still suffer from stuff. They just try to, rise above it. And I'm just trying to enjoy whatever time we got left. I don't know. So, but that's the reason why I would post. But I like him. I think he's cool. Tarek, he's funny. And, he's just trying to help with what he's saying, and that's pretty much all you can really do. So anybody who's had to deal with that. So I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired though. I know I need to eat something. You just gotta take care of yourself. I mean, you gotta, like I say, you gotta be your own advocate even when you can't, and that's so difficult. So, but dog therapy, Honey is like, I'm extremely blessed to have her beautiful soul.